Good evening. It will be posted as I'm usually doing in the morning. This video might be only 23 minutes and 43 seconds long, like the last three ones. That was happening. Somehow it's stopping. I went today to repairing place. They never heard about something like that, so they don't know how to help me. None of those program is doing this apparently, so maybe they were able to repair, I don't know. But I have to go with the flow. That's the reason the last two videos were stopped and I had to do the second part. We will see. And yes, Irene Lecure was saying that, and some of other people, that they saw some that it was cut off, but actually that's what I'm saying. So we will see. I'm starting answering my friends' questions. Whoever is new, welcome to this channel. Who is regular, I love to have you guys, and thank you for staying with me. Okay, today there was some big change in Israel. Naftali Bennett is the new Prime Minister of Israel. The old guy, Benjamin Netanyahu, went off, which was expected, but was still kind of hanging if that will happen or not. So today he was dismissed. Not long ago, I was asked, a few weeks, how the new government will work with Biden's White House, and I said that it will be like a child play, going in elevator, going up and down, very unstable, because there is coalition. It's not one government, it's few governments. So that's what I have seen before. I'm just reminding that will happen, and we have to be prepared for something like this. And I want to do a reading on Naftali Bennett. We have to learn the new names, and I'm not that good. And when I closed my eyes, I saw a chaos, but I saw him holding two horses. So he will be like in a chariot, going with two parties, controlling them, feeling strong, independent. And then I saw some crash. So there will be some drama going on. I hope it's not fatal crash, but there will be moments that his life will be in jeopardy, or the country will be in jeopardy, because it is that Benjamin Netanyahu has so many followers, so he has so many people who are on his side. He was for, they say 12 years, but he was much longer in the very prominent position, I think 20 years. So that he has a coalition. He was so corrupt, and some people love corrupt people. We know that from Dondon. So what will be the future of Naftali Bennett? It's huge chair, and he is sitting, and he is feeling small, because there is so many different parties that he has to see. Yes, he will go for the quiet. He wants to change direction of his party. He wants to do a lot of good things, a lot of drama. That's what I saw, that crash with those horses going forward. Beginning of new adventure. We have to pray for his health, and so the country will be stable and going for the better time, because there was so much chaos all the time, especially the last few weeks, and we want this to be as perfect as possible. Putin is showing open support to Don. Is he in open war with Biden? What will come out of this? And I think more sanctions for Russia, but cyber attack, distraction. He will try to blackmail Biden. I feel that he will be attacking his family, children's, grandchildren. So it is that those people who Biden loves, I think Putin will show him some way how he can follow them and how he can distract. And that is some, no matter how protected you want to be, you can't really protect young people that easy. So they will be leaning on Biden for his support and protection. Biden will feel very abandoned on his own journey, running the country, and he will be very, very worried after that meeting with Putin. So it is that Putin has something in his sleeve to sabotage Biden presidency. So he knows what he's doing. He's always so confident, and that's scary. He never will show his emotions. He will never show his anger. It's always like the night in Berlin when all his bosses were panicking. He knew what he wants to do. He was burning all documents and not waiting. He was waiting for the connection with Moscow, but there was no connection, and he took everything in his hands. That's Putin. He is very strong. And Group 66, hello girl, she's very faithful, and thank you for your comments all the time. You are first one. I don't know how you are always getting notifications, because my girlfriend Cheryl is always struggling with it. And Group 66 is asking, please check what the Russians are up to regarding to Belgium, because she's from Belgium. 2 Russian military jets went into our airspace. Our ministry is very angry. And I saw a big tree, tree being bended. So it's like controlling. Like we say, bend the tree when it's young, like how to raise your children. So you have to train them, bend them to control them. That's what he wants to do with Belgium. And I hope you are from Belgium, not from Holland. I know one of those countries, and when my baby brother, he was 14 years younger than me, he was very smart, and before school he learned from us, me and my brother, geography. He knew every country in Europe, but for Belgium and Holland, he was putting 2 fingers all the time together. And I think because of that, I'm always kind of confused which one is where. And I was a few times in Belgium and in Holland. Yeah, you will be angry too. They will have to kind of cooperate with Putin. They will have to learn to survive and celebrate life. So it's not that they can be angry. They will have to be bended and kind of obey some rules. Jane K. Are the regular people in Russia sick of Putin and oligarchs? And I saw there will be a revolution, there will be harvest of death. So that's the death walking and cutting people. So there will be so many deaf people dying because they were rebel to Putin, but it's not yet. They might have some problem when Putin will be in Switzerland now. So hope in Geneva. And so hopefully there will be something, and because he wouldn't be in the country, it wouldn't be as dramatically stopped, but there will be some rebellions. There will be always a battle. Look at that. Yeah, there will be always fighting with the dragon, and they will try it. They are on the white horse. They are good people fighting for what is right. My country, Poland, went with that in 1980s, and it was eventually the country rise again, and they will be strong. They will do the same thing. Eventually, they will rise, and they will be happy ever after, like happy marriage. So eventually, a lot of those people will be happy. Roxana, did you see that man who was almost swallowed by a whale? Why did the whale spit him? Because he was Trumpist. Just kidding. But that was when first thing came to my mind when I was watching news, and I thought, oh, maybe he was Trump follower, and the whale spit him out. He was lucky because he could be killed. And whales usually don't eat humans. They eat fish and they eat smaller things because they don't have the same appetite for like sharks. So I think that was the reason he tried. Not my cup of tea, so he spit him. And I was once saying that I was walking through the humongous whale inside. It's amazing how big that creature can be. And in Poland, they brought the one that was the biggest ever, and it was traveling through the Europe. And I was a kid. My husband was a kid, and he went with his parents. And you could go, few people can walk through that skeleton with the skin. It was, I don't even remember the smell of it, but that must be because usually they smell so badly, or maybe that was just covered and it looked like a skin to me. I was a child. And so I think that was the reason he didn't swallow him. And Anity is asking, will the drought disappear? It still will be going this year. I see that in Canada, in Alberta, we have a lot of rain lately, and last year we had a lot of rain. So I don't know why it's not going more towards the south, because we don't have too many hot days. Today was nice, very nice. We still have the cooling working on. So it is nice to have that ability to have the good weather. Marta is asking if the Arizona ballots will be in the favorite to Trump or not, and it will close the smelly storm. And will the new news cause outhouse blow up? Because I was calling this an outhouse full of smelly stuff. And I see a few people making a lot of noise, a lot of posters, a lot of problems. So you have to be prepared that smelly stuff will be coming from them and from some Trump supporters, because that's the only option they have to claim that they are on the right side of the law, and that's what causing a big change. Yeah, a lot of unslept nights, so we have to be prepared for something. Yeah, they want him to be the king of the country, not even president. They want him to be the ruler. So I'm afraid that unless DOJ will do something and start arresting those people who are doing illegal work, then something will be not right. Eva H. Do you see medicine for COVID? How long the vaccine works? Would we need third vaccination? I notice when I closed my eyes, it was kind of iffy because I saw some old medicine. It was like a Chinese medicine. Chinese medicine man kind of was carry a bucket full of goodies, like remedies. So there will be some remedies that will come eventually, and there will be third vaccination or maybe every year kind of vaccination. So we have to be prepared. So would there be a new medicine? I have to think what I'm asking first. Collaboration, they will be using old methods, the growing things. So it will be something that they will be able to find in the plants in the way that people were using medication long time ago, and it will be a good harvest. So that will be, they will be harvesting. Not everyone will believe because they will think it's too simple to but this illness is not like other. Most of the time when you are sick, you have symptoms. This one, you can be sick and you don't have the symptoms. And they have to find something that will make people protected without symptoms, not asymptomatic. So it will be much better if they will do that. Okay. Vera J was the life of people living on Mars. What happened to them? So was there any other life, not necessarily people, but with them? Oh, and I saw broken umbrella. Broken umbrella is symbol of lack of protection. It's useless. So when they lost protection, they were not able to protect themselves, stay safe in the country, on the Mars, not in the country, on the Mars. Somehow they maybe flew to other places or they disappeared. That could happen. Like we might find just the dinosaurs kind of skeletons, like we are finding them on the Earth. I have the feeling it was related as well to gravity. That's my theory, but I believe when dinosaurs were living on the Earth, the gravity was much different. They could move easily. They could, because if they will be living in this gravity on Earth, they will be too heavy that the ground will not hold them sometimes. So I think the gravity was easy at that time. And as a child, I was always flying. I always felt that we can move above against the gravity. So is that from some past lives feeling? I don't know, but I bet a lot of you had the same feelings when we were younger, and feeling. My mom was saying, because you are creative and that's the reason you have those flying. But she had the flying moments when she was young, and my two sons, they had that too. So it is not unusual. My husband always thought that he is jumping from his balcony. So it was different, completely different experience that he had. I was able to navigate my landing and flying. Yes, those people were walking on the eggshells. That was so hard for them to live there. Every day was like walking on the sticks. They couldn't, people or whoever was living there. Whole family were at the beginning was very happy, but then eventually it was up and down with the climate or something, or a gravity. Maybe gravity is symbol of up and down jumping, and maybe they were not able to even stay on there. So what if there will be a huge meteor coming close and pulling people, some magnetic thing? Who knows? We never thought about that. But maybe some galaxy was too close, or even black hole swallow them. But they will probably swallow Mars too. Sometimes those black holes are so unpredictable. And future of Bitcoin. I said that I don't believe in Bitcoins long time ago and those cryptocurrency, because to me it was always something, I don't know. I never trusted. I never was able to give positive thinking about this when people ask me in the private readings. And today they were talking about Bitcoins, and I saw something from my childhood I have to explain. When I was a kid, we were going on the Trzepak. It was a place where everyone was bringing the carpet from the home and hitting with something like that. And the carpet was hanging over metal thing, and every apartment buildings will have few of those things, and the same was my home we had in our backyard. I was living on it. I was all days jumping and playing on it. My time is coming. I hope it is repaired. I will try to see if it was repaired, so I will go over 24 minutes. And yeah, this was the life place for every kid who was living in the area. We were meeting always and playing on, and I was very flexible, so it was my dream childhood. I thought, oh, I will have to have this as when I'm adult. Forget it, but it was such a wonderful thing. This is symbol of cleaning up, heating and taking the dirt out of the carpet. So they will be heating the Bitcoin until it's clean and getting rid of those black money. So I think eventually that what will be what is valuable for a lot of people who have the transactions that are not legal. That will be something that they will be looking forward, and that will be not attractive anymore with the Bitcoin. So that will be